Good evening to everyone from Australia. I am here today with the return of Mr. Chrysos. How are you, brother?
Hello, everyone. Good to be back. It's been probably like 6-7 months since I've been on. I think the last time I was on, I was in New Zealand. So, first of all, Liam, how are you? Good to be back. Good, happy to talk
Good,
about.
thanks, brother. I'm good.
Happy to talk about the boys in red and white.
That's it. Well, before we get to that, Chrysos, you have an exciting event coming up if you want to just talk about that a little bit.
Yes, I do. So to all of my Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Dubbo, wherever you are in Australia, we have my annual charity match coming up. You probably heard me spill this last year. I'm spilling it again. January 19th, 2025. We have the podcast boys Liam playing right here. I'm obviously playing because it's my event. And CJ will also be coming as well. All proceeds going to Paradise for Kids who do crucial work in Sierra Leone. We have Timmer Manick, the singer, coming. If you guys know who he is back in the Australian Idol days, he will be coming. And we also have Anthony Locascio, who is a comedian, Greek-Italian comedian, who is also...
Do you know he's filming with Kef beforehand, by the way?
Who's filming with Kef beforehand?
They sent him a DM. Kef sent him a DM. One of our mates sent him a DM. He's like, oh, they do a video with the Kef FC team. He's like, oh, sure.
Okay, well, there you go. There's that too. And make sure you tell him about the charity match when you see him.
I will.
He's coming, but yeah, there you go.
And then we also have Joey K as well, don't you have?
We do have Joey K. We have the UBF podcast boys commentating. So we got and George Timotheo, former Schalke footballer, is also coming.
Well, I've got to say, I mean, it's an absolute honour to be invited. Thank you for inviting me to play. To you and to your family, everyone who runs it. What's it called? I went last year, and it was a great event. It was great to see, people just playing football, and it was a good level of the game. Was a good level as well, which was good to see. And just people playing for a good cause. So it's a privilege to be invited. Thank you very much, and we appreciate I'm sure I'm speaking for most people who know about the charity match. We appreciate the work that you do for these kids in need in Africa. So good on you, to yourself, your brothers, your family, everyone who helps run it and organise it. Good on you guys.
Cheers, the pleasure's all ours.
That's it, brother. We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the stream today, and about how many goals I'm going to score in that game. But for now, we have a very important discussion to have about Olympiacos. We will start with the last few results, which I don't know if you've been watching the games, Chrysos. I think you've been watching the Europa League games. We had a 0-0 draw, obviously, with Twente FC at Kallithea. We had a 3-0 win against Volos, which I actually missed because I was in Bali. That's one of the first games I've missed this season. I didn't watch that one. We had a 1-1 draw in the Cup against Kallithea, which meant we won 2-1 on aggregate, so we went through. We beat Kallithea 2-0 Offie, and we drew 0-0 in the Europa League to FCSB. We'll start off, we'll just talk quickly about the Kallithea game in the Cup. It was good to see a bit more of a rotated lineup. Velde scored. He's actually a top goal scorer, other than El Kabi, I think this season, or third top goal scorer, which is quite interesting. Just having a look at the lineup, Masudas should have scored quite a few more goals that game. He missed quite a few big chances. He's been getting the right positions, Chrysos. He just can't finish at the moment with Masudas. It's been a bit frustrating this year because he's playing a bit better than what I think it suggests. He's just missing his chances. He's getting in those positions. He's finding himself in good areas, but he's just missing, and it's just not looking like he's having a good season, which he isn't actually, because he's not scoring or assisting because of that. But what do you think?
Look, I think Masudas has always had that problem. I think, just watching him play, obviously he can score goals, and I think he gets in the right positions, but it's just about being clinical. I mean, I can speak for a lot of footballers at high levels, Darwin Nunez, same, Douglas Costa, the same. They get into the positions, they just can't score. And I think when you have that happening, it's on the player. So I don't think it's really on the team, but the player. Because if he's getting in the position and your teammates are finding you, it's up to you to finish the job. And at the end of the day, I don't know if Masudas is fasting and he's just not finishing his meat, but I think he just needs to get his shooting boots back on, I think, because El Arabi's gone, who is up well and smashing it. But so I think he's got some big shoes to fill.
Yep, definitely. So that was that game. We're obviously through to the next stage of the Cup. We'll be playing Olympiacos. I think it's this week, actually. Is it this week or? Oh no, never mind. It's in January, I think.
What, the next Europa League?
I actually don't know. No, the cup game. I actually don't know when that is. I'm gonna have to look at it. It's not been put up on FotMob, so I don't know when that is. I'll have to have a look. I think it might be next month, but we're playing Panathinaikos, I believe. Or maybe we're not. I don't even know what's going on in the cup. That's quite bad considering we're on the podcast, but I haven't seen it. Maybe the draw hasn't happened. I'm not fully sure yet. But anyways, moving on. We had a 3-0 win. 3-0 win against Volos, where Willian was our player of the match. Played very good. Goals from Willian, Kostulas, first home goal, which is a really nice goal, by the way. An assist by Willian. Sorry, Willian didn't score that game. I meant to say he got an assist for Kostulas. LKB and Martins with another goal. Willian played really good this game with the assist for the Kostulas goal. He was our man of the match, I thought, in that game. He's starting to really find his boots at Olympiacos now. Christos, what do you think about Willian at the moment?
Willian's great. I mean, started off a bit shaky. So I don't know why Olympiacos keep trying to get pensioners, but I think man of the match should hopefully boost his confidence. And I think that's all I'm going to say really, because I don't really have anything else to speak on in terms of Willian, because he hasn't really had an impact. But hopefully, as they say in High School Musical, this is the start of something new. So hopefully.
Yep. I've got to also say as well, Biancone, coming off the bench, he's had a few starts against Offi and in the cup. He's impressed me quite a lot. He's been doing really well the last few games, and he's been showing that he's a good backup option if anyone goes down. So just a shout out to him. He's been playing really good the last few weeks. And then obviously we come to the 0-0 draw with FC Twente. I don't think we spoke about the FCSB game, but that was really frustrating. Really poor performance by us. We didn't look threatening at all, I thought. Just a really bad performance. Not enough intent in the final third. And I think that's the same story with this game as well. You know, other than the penalty and a few half chances at the end with Martins and Rodinei, I thought we looked quite lethargic in the attack. We're really missing Fortunis. You can tell we're missing that number 10, that creator. Although Kostulas is playing well, probably one of our best players at the moment, we're just missing something in that final third. It's just not coming together. It's quite disappointing. Obviously, we've been missing quite a few penalties. Other clubs need to be taking those chances, especially in the Europa League. When it comes down to the slightest of margins against these top teams, and I think we've just not been playing good enough to be deserving to win in Europe at the moment. And I think it's going to be very hard to get that top 8 place. We're going to have to win both games, one of them being Porto away, obviously. What do you think about the 2 Europa 0-0 draw games, the last 2 games, Christos?
I saw, like you said, Okavi's penalty was very obvious. Left foot player, he's always going to go that way. So I think at that situation, you need to finish your chances, especially because it was 0-0. That penalty would have ultimately could have put the game to bed and could have just relaxed a bit. He played well at all against Stade Bucharest. The Cypriot coach knew what he was doing against Olympiacos and got the points. That was the sharing of the points. And I think we've got a tough next 2 games. Porto, very good team. I'm pretty sure is it in Portugal?
It's in Portugal, correct.
Okay, so at the Estado do Drago, which means it's harder for us. But it's going to be definitely a tough game. We needed to get maximum points against those type of teams, because now it's going to be a big climb for us to even
correct.
To get there.
I was going to quickly rectify the previous mistake as well. We haven't had the draw for the Keeper Law the Cup yet. I made a mistake on that. I think I was looking at something wrong. So, we haven't had the draw for that. But what's it called? We have Porto left in the Europa League and Karabag at home. If we want to finish in the 8, I think we're going to need 6 points to do so, which is going to be very hard, and I don't know if we can do that. But the best we can do is, win the Karabag game at home and hopefully maybe get a draw against Porto and sneak into one of the higher places in the playoff rounds. I don't know if you know how it works fully, Christos.
I do.
With the new format. You do know?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to explain it to the audience so they know.
Oh, okay. So
I'm talking about the playoffs now, like with a 9 to 24.
I think 9 to 24, they all play each other to get to fill out the remaining spots of the 16. And I think 1 to 8 go straight through, I think, to the quarters.
Correct.
And then they go straight through to the quarters. And then the other one to play, obviously, round of 16 spots to make up the remainder. I think that's Champions League. I don't know if, because
it's every single one. It's every single one.
You have 32, so I don't know if the round of 32 is still a thing anymore. But
yeah, it is. So what's going to happen is actually it's going to be the same thing pretty much. They're all going to be the same thing. There's not really a round of 32. It's just going to be the playoff rounds now. 9 will play. 9 and 10th get drawn against 24th and 23rd.
9 will play the bottom teams.
So you get the bottom teams who want to finish higher, so hopefully we get a lower ranked team. And then you play a home and away league in the playoffs to get into the round of 16 in the Europa League. And if you don't make that, I think actually I'm confused. Maybe there is still a round of 32 in that. I'm not fully sure, but I know that if you lose that playoff game, you get sent to the Conference League. So yeah. We don't really want to go back into the Conference League. I don't think we've already completed that. I think we want to be aiming for, the Europa League and going far in that competition. I don't think it does too much for Olympiacos if we go and compete and get close to or win the Conference League again. I think we definitely want to be pushing to that next level, which is the Europa League, which is what you should be doing after you win that tournament.
Yep. I think Champions League as well. That'd be nice, but
yes, that would be nice as well. But yes, actually at the moment Greece is doing really well. Greece is I think in the 12th spot, only about 400 points away from Norway on 11th spot, and a couple thousand behind Turkey at 10th. So if we can make a push for that 10th, obviously I don't think we will get the 10th spot, but if we can make a push towards it, and manage to get in the top 10 in the next year or so, it'll be really good for Greek football because obviously you get automatic Champions League teams in. I think it's 2 or maybe 1 and 2 qualifiers. But you get definitely an automatic Champions League team, which would be great for Greek football, finally to give us a chance. And the way that the Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League set up these days, it's much easier to compete for clubs like us in terms of getting into the next stage.
Yeah, 100%.
Which could be a good thing.
I just think they could have just left it the way it was. It was good the way it was. I don't know why they're doing a stupid league thing, but
yeah, I agree with you. I think the only positive is that it gives teams like smaller teams a chance in these bigger competitions to stay in it because you don't have to in the groups. You get a tough group and you're pretty much sort of done and dusted. But if you in this, you play similar opponents and if you win a few games, you've got a chance of finishing 24th and having a chance to have a playoff.
Yeah.
So there's obviously the negatives and the positives, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think for clubs like Abuel and like Amorni, I know this is a Greek football page, but I think for clubs like them who are all in the playoff spots, it's good for that in that aspect. So I'm happy with that, and just grab
they're all in the Conference League, the Cypriot teams. Is that correct?
Correct, and a ball beat Fiorentina. So we're currently sitting at the top of the playoff spot. So
that's very good. They're 24th or something ranked at the moment, Cyprus.
No idea what we're ranked, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. You guys dropped a little bit, need to lift again.
Yeah, we have dropped a bit, but that's okay. All in due time. But I think what's important now is just getting the recognition that we need, which is happening.
Yep.
So with Jovetic moving across, El Arabi, Bar from Olympiacos as well. So a few players, Masouras. Not Yorgos Masouras, there's another Masouras. So yeah.
Yannis Masouras?
Yeah.
The fullback?
Yeah, is he his brother?
He's friends with my cousins. He's from Larissa.
Yeah.
I don't think it's his brother.
He's playing, I think, for Mornia. Or he's playing for one of them.
He's a good player. He's a good player.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. That's my input.
Fair enough. I just want to quickly go to the basketball quickly, Christos. I'm just going to read out a few results of the tables, just so we can cover the basketball as well.
I'm saying we've been doing well recently.
We have been, and we've dropped again, actually, Christos. So I'll read out the recent results since Big and Yanni last spoke about it. Partizan in the EuroLeague, Partizan 78, Olympiacos 70. I don't know if you saw that game actually, but our coach got attacked after the game by Red Star Ultras.
Jeez.
On
Partizan
the field
Ultras.
as well. They hit him from behind. Partizan Ultras, not Red Star.
You mean Partizan?
Not our brothers, the Red Star boys. Partizan. Disgusting. He got hit from behind. There was a bit of a scuffle at the end of the game, and one of the fans decided to run on and hit Zokas, which is a disgrace. Anyways, into the Greek League, we won 84-78 against Steady. Back to the EuroLeague, a win 89-80 against Monaco. A really good game. Actually played really good that game. I watched. EuroLeague lost to Paris 96-90. Another win in the Greek League 88-73. A loss, most recent one in the EuroLeague, which is really disappointing because from what I've seen this season, we're much better than them. No disrespect to our brothers, Red Star Belgrade, but they beat us 87-73. They had the Tifo and I was singing this Estonia a lot before the game. I don't know if you saw that, Chrysos.
No, I didn't.
Zvezda, but they beat us 87-73, and that was really disappointing because we're a much better side than them from what I believe and what I've seen, and yeah, it was a bit of a disappointing one. We're struggling a little bit at the moment. We're really struggling. Vezenkov's been playing well, but other than that, we're struggling quite a little bit at the moment. On the ladder, we're currently sitting fifth, where we were second, chasing first only 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. 9 wins and 6 losses. First is Paris with 11 wins and 4 losses. So yeah, we're sitting fifth on the ladder in the EuroLeague, which is a little bit disappointing considering where we should be. And we had our most recent game in the Greek League against Panionios, where we won 84-78, a bit closer than what we would have expected. And we are sitting on 10th on the ladder with 9 wins. Panathinaikos being first with a clean sweep so far, 10 wins out of 10. So interesting start to the EuroLeague and the basketball league. We started really badly, then we came really good in the middle period, and now we've been struggling a little bit the last few weeks. Hopefully we can find our form again, because I think at our best without injuries and when everyone's playing their best, we're probably the best team, if not one of the best teams in the competition.
Yeah. We've got a good side too. Former NBA players, Evan Fournier. And,
Yep.
Yeah. So
anyway, well, hopefully we turn it around again. And we'll go now, Chrysos. We'll keep it short today. It's just a preview for the game tomorrow and just to catch up. Olympiacos playing 5:30 tomorrow AEDT Australia time against Kallithea, away from home against big Mateo Valbuena, as we all know.
Is he playing in Kallithea?
He is playing in. He's playing in. Is it Kifisio or Kallithea? No, it's Kallithea. He's playing for Kallithea.
That is so random.
Yeah. He's been doing well actually recently.
I think Yanni's ready to join, by the way.
Oh, is he? I didn't mean. Hello, Yanni.
Yo, what up?
How are you, brother?
How are we doing? Yes, so they can. How are we doing?
Good. Yanni, you're joining the perfect time. We're actually just talking about the basketball. I don't know if you heard.
I heard.
Yeah, do you want to add anything in? Obviously, just talked about the results and the ladder and everything. Do you want to add anything in about the basketball?
Yeah, so I didn't hear it fully, like everything you said.
Yeah, say what you want, just your thoughts.
But yeah, obviously we had a bad night at Belgrade with Red Star. We just didn't play that well, to put it simply.
No, Red Star.
Yeah,
We've lost to both of them.
We lost to Partizan as well. Yeah, we lost there as well, but just more recent. It just was not our night. We just did not play good. Simple as that. And then Mustafa Fall got injured, and Moses Wright is out for the whole season, which is not good. And yeah, I mean, obviously the team bounced back with a win at Panionios now in Smyrni, which is good, but it's a long season. It doesn't really matter. The league positioning for me in EuroLeague, at least, I think. If we can finish within the top 4, it's good. No team that has finished first in the EuroLeague has won the EuroLeague.
Yeah.
So that could be a bit of a curse. We couldn't do it.
It all goes down after that with the way that's set up in the Final Four. There's no home advantages in the semi-final and the final. So as long as you get into the top 4, it's not too much of a big deal.
Exactly, 100%. And as long as we don't get like a big derby like Panathinaikos, because they've not been doing insanely good. They've been good, but they haven't been insanely good. We're ahead of them. So as long as we don't get them in the Final Four, it should be fine.
Yep.
For me, like I want to see what's his name, the new signing we got, Munsa. I think it's Musa something from the NBA from Charlotte Hornets, the last NBA team he was, but he was also in the G League for San Antonio Spurs. I can't wait to see him play.
Yep.
The replacement for Moses Wright. Interesting signing, to be honest. Nowhere near the same play style as Moses Wright, but we'll see what Bartzokas wants. I think he's more of a shot blocker, which Moses Wright can do, but just different build, different play style. But yeah, what do you guys think of our performance?
I mean,
I
only watched the match with Monaco in the last few months.
That was a good one.
It was good. We played very good that game. But yeah, Moses Wright, obviously a big out. He's been a very important player. Especially towards the back end of last year, I think he was playing really well.
Insane.
In the lead up, and the start of this year he's been pretty good as well. So yeah, obviously that's a big out, but it's good to see players like Vezenkov finally getting running properly now and all that. So, I mean, what's it called? I think we're struggling a little bit more. We're just struggling for consistency in the side. A few injuries, a few problems. Like we started the season really, really poorly, and then we brought it all together. And you're going, okay, we've turned the switch here. We're finally ready. And then all of a sudden, again, a few more injuries and a few more bad performances. And now we're looking at what's going on at the moment, going, oh, we're in a bit of a tough position. So it's going to be interesting what happens from here. Like you said, it'll be interesting to see the new signing play. I think I want to see as well that Zakis get a bit more of a run in the EuroLeague. He hasn't been playing as many minutes, been playing in the Greek League. He hasn't been playing too much, which has been a bit disappointing, but yeah.
And to say, like, to continue with the Larentzakis thing, and I think it's going to be harder for him to play now because the Evans, he should be coming back.
Yes,
the guy we signed from Zalgiris, and he was like if the EuroLeague had an all-star, he would have been an all-star. He was an insanely good player. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how Bartzoka manages those minutes because we have so many players that can play a lot of positions. We saw Petrusev had to go, and now he made comments that like it's not 100%, like he didn't want to leave. He just wanted to go to Belgrade, but he also wanted to get more game time.
Yep.
So it's going to be very interesting. I think our biggest problem, and we've seen it before, like with Slukas, he was complaining, I don't get enough minutes. And Isaiah Cannon, I had falling out with Bartzoka. I think that was mostly because of minutes. So it's going to be interesting to see how we can rotate.
Didn't play that long, he didn't play that long for Red Star.
No. Yeah, but still, big asset for us when he was here. And I'm not saying we haven't replaced him, but obviously
he could turn a game. He could turn it when you needed something out of nothing. He could make it happen.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how we're gonna man. I really hope Bartzokas can find a way to have all these superstars together, because it's getting to the point, in my opinion, where it's like, where do you go next? You keep adding a superstar, you keep adding players, removing players, and you're getting there, but you're not fully winning it. So we'll see how that goes, I guess. But
yeah, definitely. Anyway, before we move on, Christos, did you want to make any more comments about the basketball, or should we go on to the football again?
Let's go on to the football.
We'll go on to the football. Yanni, I don't know if you were listening before, but we talked about the last few games. I don't know if you've been watching every single game or everything, but if you want to make a quick comment about our recent performances before we talk about tomorrow's match quickly.
I mean, Olympiacos Super League and Olympiacos Europa League is a completely different story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy form in the Super League. Have beaten PAOK, have beaten AEK recently, have beaten... Who else did we beat? We beat every team we beat, and now we're scoring more than one goal, which is good. But not great in the EuroLeague, the Europa League, with 3 draws in a row. But I guess we're playing Kallithea this week, so 2 wins and a draw against them. So hopefully we make it 3.
Correct. That's perfect transition to go onto the game for tomorrow. 5:30 AEDT, as I said, for Australian viewers. What's it called? We're coming up a 0-0 draw in the Europa League. I'd say it's a pretty important game. We're currently 3 points clear at the top. as we're equal points, but we have the chance to be 3 points clear at the top. We want to obviously keep that lead, especially against teams like Kallithea who are struggling. They are on the ladder currently. I'll tell you now, last on the ladder actually.
They're last on the ladder.
They're on 8 points, so has to be a win. No other result is going to be satisfactory here. Couple easy games you say coming up for us in the league. Obviously, we have Lamia next. The Olympiacos, who actually are doing decent this season, but you'd think 2 wins there.
Yeah.
And then the fixture starts to get a little bit harder from there onwards for us with some big derbies like Panathinaikos, Aris, and so there's a few big games coming up in there. So we want to win these games, obviously, now that we have the chance, and we'll go into our predicted 11. Christos, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first, mate.
I'm going to go first with Zolakis, Retos, Carmo, Apostolopoulos. I think he'll rotate Ortega with Apostolopoulos, especially against last on the ladder. I think Costinha will get a run. I think we're going to see in the middle Mouzakidis, probably Hazer again, maybe Stamenic, depending what he wants to do in terms of the rotations after the weekend, considering we're playing last on the ladder. I think we might see Masuras get a start. Obviously, he's been struggling. We spoke about it before, Christos, and I think he might get a start against Kallithea.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I think Rodney might get rested, been playing a lot of minutes recently, been moving around positions, being probably overworked, so I think he might get a rest. And I think we'll see Martins on the other wing, and we'll see Kostulas and probably El Kabi, but I can see Yaramchuk also starting. So, it'll be interesting to see what he does. Actually, it's a bit of a hard one to predict because you think there'd be quite a bit of rotation with all the football we've played with the Cup and the Europa League and the League and everything we've been playing recently. But saying that again, we don't have the heaviest run of fixtures over the next few weeks, so he might go for his strongest team. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. What do you boys reckon?
I agree with you. I think we should still play some younger lads where I'm playing like a dead last team. So I think Willian should get a start after his modem performance against them last time. So I think he should definitely get a run in. I think we should play some of the younger lads too, because Olympiacos is doing something good now and they're playing a lot of the young Greek players. So I want to continue to see that and hopefully play some against Kallithea. That's the game where you get confidence, those type of games against those bottom teams. We saw this morning, Liam, you'd like it, Spurs smashed Tottenham. Spurs smashed 5-0. Like those type of results against those bottom clubs, that's where you want to play your youngsters and also have your experience as well. So I think, play a lot of the young lads and get Willian, get him in for after his performance.
That's it. And you're right in saying we need a bit of confidence. We've struggled, I'd say, in a few games recently. Kallithea, we drew with them 1-1 in the Cup. Obviously, we had a rotated lineup. We've also had a few blanks in the Europa League, 0-0 draws. So I think it's a good game to score a few goals, get the confidence going for our goal scorers. LKB is a bit out of form at the moment. He's been missing a few more chances than usual. So hopefully he starts, which I think he will. And I think hopefully he scores a few goals and we get our confidence up because he's struggled a little bit the last few games, missing far more chances than what he should be. So I like that point that you said about getting the confidence up. I think it's definitely a game to do so. This one, Yanni.
So I agree 1,010% with you guys. This should be a heavily rotated squad. And he said it like in the past. He said everybody has to play every game so we can get to a Europa Conference League final. So I think Paschalakis, because if you don't give him this start, what start are you going to give him, right? So and he gave him in the Cup. So Paschalakis is in goal for me. Now, I think Rodney maybe just for the experience, like you keep him.
Mm-hmm.
And then go for Biancone, who played well recently. And I thought he was injured, but Doi, apparently it says here he's not injured anymore.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back. So maybe he gives Doi. This is like in the best case scenario. He may play Pirola as well, who was linked with Juventus. But I'll say Doi for now. And then
I think Biancone is a good shout. I think me and Christos were talking about him before. He's been playing really good the last few weeks when called upon. So I think he'll get his chance tomorrow as well, maybe. But I can also see him playing Gardemore because he's been injured just to get the minutes up. But
true. So,
anyway, go on.
Yeah, so I was thinking about that as well. Like he probably will put an experienced center back with an inexperienced one, and then change it in the middle of the game, depending on how it's going. So yeah, probably Carmo. Ortega injured, so probably Costina. Again, I don't think he's gonna play Apostolopoulos. I think that's too many young players.
No,
Then
he
maybe
will. I think he will. I think Apostolopoulos. I think has.
You reckon?
I think he's proven himself as the second choice left back. If anything happens to Ortega, he plays. But he might do what you're saying and have Pirola on the left back. But I think Apostolopoulos should play.
What about Musakidis?
Musakidis here says he's injured. By the way, I didn't know this.
Oh yeah,
it says physical. Him and William as well.
I think he's got a little. I knew. Yeah. Sorry, I should have told you, Christos. William, I knew wasn't playing, and Musakidis.
I just made a statement.
I think he's just being rested.
Yeah. So probably not them. Most likely, probably like a Danny Garcia.
Yeah,
he's been good recently.
What about the Kiwi guy?
The Kiwi Stamenic. I could see it. I don't know, but it is the game you'd play him, right? So maybe, so probably Danny Garcia, Stamenic, and then maybe Kostulas, only because even though he does play in the main games, still young players, still like the more experience he gets, the better he can get.
I definitely agree with you with Paskalakis, the goalkeeper. I 100% agree. So let Solakis have a break. I agree. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. And then wings, I was very surprised you guys didn't say this. So firstly, I want to see Masouras play, but I think Velde is going to play. He's played every game against Kallithea.
I forgot
like
about
2 or 3 goals against Kallithea.
Honestly, forgot about him. He will play. He will play.
The Kallithea killer himself will play.
Yeah.
Humble opinion.
What a title to have.
What a title.
And Ayub,
hopefully. And then El Kabi has to be like.
Gonna put Ayub up there.
Or only if Kostulas, because Kostulas can play striker as well. Maybe he puts him as striker as well. We'll see.
I think he's going to play El Kabi. I think he needs the confidence a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, I think he's going to play Ayub.
Yeah, because as bad as Kallithea. Sorry, go.
No, so you go, Yanni, you go.
No, I was going to say, because as bad as like Kallithea have been losing a crucial match to Olympiacos as well, conceding 4 in that game, you still like need big players like to just get the game like sorted out in the first couple 10 minutes.
Yeah, so, exactly. I agree.
I can't see
I think your lineup was probably the best one. Actually, I agree more with your lineup than my own lineup that I gave. Yeah, very good. And we'll go to the score predictions before we end off the stream. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win. I think El Gabi will score 2, and I'm going to go with. You know what? I'm going to go with a Masouras goal. I think Masouras is going to get some good minutes this game. I think he's going to finally turn something around. He's been missing a lot of chances, like a lot of clear-cut chances with AEK, with Kallithea themselves. There was another game where he missed a few chances. I think he finally puts it to bed and he scores today, and hopefully he gets his confidence up a little. Because obviously we've always known he's not the greatest player, but he can be an important squad player. Masouras, in terms of, especially in Europe, he's a really good runner in getting back in defense and helping the defense. So just want to see him playing with confidence. He's a leader on the pitch as well. So yeah, we just want him back and firing. So hopefully he finds this game to turn it around. That's my prediction. 3-0. Christos?
I think we're going to win 4-0. To be honest, I was going to go for 2-1 loss, but I think that we're going to have the confidence. We're going to have the confidence. No, I think we're going to have. No, because I think we're going to have the confidence. We're going to want to come in hot after the 0 draw. So I think we're going to win 4-0. And I think Ayub's going to score 2. I think Masouras is going to score 1. And I think Eretsos is going to score a header. So there you go. That's my prediction.
All right. Yanni?
Jesus, I love how you went from a 2-1 loss to a 4-0 win. Didn't jump the gun at all. Nah. I think as bad as they do have a bad defense, so I will say 3-0 as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a 2-0 boring game. But I'll say 3-0. Be optimistic. I'll say El Kabi 1 goal. The Kallithea killer himself, Velde, another goal. And the third one, probably like a midfielder, maybe like a Danny Garcia or something, or maybe a Rodney from a good run from right back. You never know.
Fair enough. Very nice. Well, there you have it, everyone. We have our score predictions. Should be a win. Let's hope we
Should be.
come back with some positive news about the game tomorrow. 5:30, as I said. Pame Olympiacos. And before we end the stream today, Christos, did you want to make any final statements about the charity match and the date and everything, and how to follow it and
yeah,
keep
so
in touch with it?
just follow at Charity Match Official. That's where you get all the news. I've told you all the date, but yeah, just follow at Charity Match Official. If anyone knows any junior clubs that want to come and play at halftime, just send that page a message, and either I or my brother will respond, or most likely be me. Yeah, that's all. Just follow the page. If you're in Sydney, even if you're in another state, we'd love to have you. Feel free to come down. Great family day. What was I going to say? Endorsed by the one and only KFC, the big boys in Melbourne. So I think that's enough to get you guys to get people to come. And yeah, great day, great cause, and hope to see you all there. That's
Can we get a link?
Yeah, the link. I don't write the stuff, so whoever can put a link. But it's just at Charity Match Official on Instagram. Very easy to remember. Yeah, just follow the page. And hope to see as many people possible from Melbourne, from Sydney, Wagga, mate, anywhere.
From Wagga, yes.
Yes, there's definitely going to be people coming down from Wagga to see the mighty Liam Haydara show. Starting striker for Team Chrysos.
Starting striker, wow.
Starting striker. Going to score a hat-trick in the first 15 minutes and then probably sum myself off because I'll be like, you got to give everyone a go here. Got to give the other team a chance.
Get applauded by the fans.
Yeah, get applauded by the KFC ultras who will be in the stand. And then yeah. But I can't wait to be on the end of you play right back, yeah, Christos?
No, I play everywhere, just not centre back. So I'm probably going to be up top or on the wing this year or next year. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm hoping that I can get a run up top, and if the starting striker for Kef can get a ball in from the future Kef's signing Christos Mavromustakos, and it could be an assist by Christos Mavromustakos to Liam Haydara's goal. That'll be a dream come true.
Just bring me a kit. That's all I want. I need
I can bring you one.
The blue one.
If you start me striker, I'll bring one.
Yeah, the blue one. That's all I want.
All right, we'll make a deal. I'll give you a kit for your birthday, and you start me striker.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, done. All right, then. What's it called? We'll leave it there. Have a great night, everyone. Pame Olympiacos, as we said. Yeah, Yanni. Oh, we have a last minute comment. Here we go.
You reckon Olympiacos to win? Didn't Kallithea draw to them 2 weeks ago? Yeah,
absolute Papia Bukhalakis. Welcome back, brother.
Papia Bukhala. Oh my, that's a legendary
name. What a name.
That's a great name. Nah, they did draw 2 weeks ago, but that was Cup heavily rotated, which we did say, to be fair, that it'd be heavily rotated, but
yep. And we had the lead as well. It was
you don't go all out. So
we were 2-0 up, and then they made it 2-1, and then
and Olympiacos has to go. Yeah, and Olympiacos has to go all out this now because Aris, AEK, and PAOK and Panathinaikos all won. They all won 1-0 as well. That's what's crazy. Need to. Olympiacos needs to win as well.
Yep.
Otherwise, it makes it very uncomfortable at the top.
Correct. Oh, here we go. I'm back. You hack. Okay. What happened to Pep Biel, bro? He's playing the MLS now.
Really?
Is he now?
Bit of a wasted talent because he was really good, especially that first half of his first year. He was really good. And the year he was linked up with Fortudis and James Rodriguez, he was playing really good.
Yeah. Where is he now? Like where? What team?
I think I don't know. Search it up. I think maybe Charlotte or Seattle or something. Let's have a look.
Guys, I think
Will can go see him, bro.
Ready to come back. I think Fortunis is ready to come back. I think James is ready to come
Charlotte. They're all ready. Yeah.
Charlotte. Will should go with an Olympiacos jersey in a game, like when they play in Toronto. He should just go there, like ask him to sign a Olympiacos jersey.
No, I'd rather just have Fortunis come back to Olympiacos. I think him, James, and Podence should all come back. To be honest,
I think Mitroglou should come back. To be honest,
that'd be nice.
He won't do anything, but just the aura of him being there in the stand.
I think we should bring back Nico Polidis as well.
Don't worry. I had the aura with playing with Kallithea. Don't worry. It's okay.
Playing with who? Kallithea. Yeah.
That was
But
that
Mitroglou
was-
is just different gravy, mate. So yeah, we'll just
He is. of
There
course.
we go.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, absolute Papia Bukhalakis, for your statements. We'll see you next time. We'll get you on next stream. Next time we stream next week, we'll get you on. So be ready to stream with us next week. On the screen is the @ of the charity match. Follow it for Christos for running that and his family. We have a little comment. Yazici has 0. Yeah, I feel bad for him. Came on obviously in the 15-20 minutes of his debut, did his
And got
ACL,
injured. Yeah.
and won't play for Olympiacos again. So 10-15 minutes of game time and an
Who needs that?
ACL.
Wait, what do you mean he won't play again?
He probably won't. He was on. I think he's on loan to Olympiacos. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. So we're not sure if whoever
was he
played
on
him
loan
for
or did
Olympiacos.
they like release him or something?
I don't
Who is
know. I actually don't know that.
The Turkish
Number 10, Turkish
attacking
team.
midfielder, I think, but he can also play wing.
Well, you know what? It's okay. That's fine. It's fine. That's good then.
Don't say that. He's a good player, and it was quite unfortunate that actually happened.
Yeah, that
Speedy,
actually was crazy.
speedy recovery to Yazici. Feel bad for him. Thank you for your comments, Absolute Papia Bukhalakis. As I said, we'll see you next week on the live stream. We'll get some statements from you about Mohamed Draghe and all your favourite players.
Mohamed
His two favourite players, this Absolute Papia Bukhalakis guy whose identity has been covered for about 3 years now since the stream started. His two favourite players are Mohamed Draghe and Halil Sudani.
Sudani. Damn.
All right, that's perfect. Went there.
Ended at Sudani.
Sudani. What a player. Have a great night to everyone. Bye, Olympiacos.
Bye.
Των γηπέδων Ολυμπιακέ, αυτό Στεφάνο μένε, μεγάλε και τρανέ. Έχεις δύναμη σου Ολυμπιακέ, το πύρινο σου κόσμο που δεν λυγά ποτέ.
Καλά πήγε.
We're still going. I'd say everyone good night.
Good night.